بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Brothers and sisters, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he was sent as a mercy to the entire mankind. And he alayhi salatu wasallam speaks about the mission statement of why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent him to the entire world and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent him to us. And he sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he says, بُعِثْتُ لِأُتَمِّمَ مَكَارِمَ الْأَخْلَاقِ, I was sent to perfect the noble manners. That's the statement of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent him for. He sent him to perfect our manners. He sent him to perfect our morals, to be the best of people in society. That's what Islam is about, and that's what you are about as a Muslim. To be the best person in society, to be the best person amongst people, to have the best of manners. And you can't be the best of people if you don't have the best of manners. That's why the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he had the best of manners. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commended him for having the best of manners when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and Allah describes him, وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. Indeed, O Muhammad, you have the best of manners. You are above the best and the greatest of manners. That's the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He had the best of manners, he had the best of morals, he had the best of ethics, and that's the path that we as Muslims must follow, the path of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, of acquiring and having the best of manners in our lives, so we could be the best of people in society, so we could be the best of people amongst people. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala presented to me the best of deeds and the worst of deeds. And he alayhi salatu wasallam, he says, I did not find anything more heavier on the scale in the hereafter than the best of manners, than the husn al-khuluq, having good manners, having good morals. And me as a Muslim, I should always look up to and always think about how can I have the best of manners in my life, implement the best of characteristics, the best of traits and qualities in my life. That's what makes me different than everyone else. That I have the best of manners, I have the best of morals, I have the best of ethics, how I deal with people, how I interact with people, how I speak with people, how I sit down with people. Islam is about characteristics. Islam is about akhlaq, manners and morals. Islam is about dealings. That's what Islam is about. For that, my brothers and my sisters, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he was described to be a walking Qur'an. Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, she was asked, how was the manners of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam? So she responded and she said, كان خلقه القرآن كان قرآنا يمشي على الأرض. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was a walking Qur'an. He alayhi salatu wasalam was a walking Qur'an sallallahu alayhi wasallam. A walking Qur'an with what? With his manners. A walking Qur'an with what? With his morals. A walking Qur'an with what? With his ethics. A walking Qur'an in dealing with people. A walking Qur'an in the way alayhi salatu wasalam presented himself. And Islam is about that. Islam is about that. The Qur'an is about manners. For that, my brothers and my sisters, it is so important for me as a Muslim to be very conscious and mindful of always perfecting my manners in my life. I should always think about how can I improve from my manners? How can I have the best of manners? How can I have the best of morals? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge us over our manners and morals. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask us over our manners and morals. For that, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, Al-birru husnul khuluq. The best of manners and the best of morals and the best of iman is that you have the best of manners and morals in your life. Al-birr. And birr means goodness. And the best of characteristics, the best of iman, is that you have manners in your life. That's what Islam is about. That's what the Qur'an is about. That's what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is about. That's what the iman is about. And that's what me as a Muslim I'm about. And that's what you as a Muslim also about. We need to have the best of manners. We need to strengthen our manners. We need to improve from our manners. We need to have the best of characteristics wherever we are. So when people look at us, they will know and they will distinguish us from our good characteristics. Unfortunately, we live in a time, we live in an era that people these days are neglecting the concept of manners. People are neglecting having or even thinking about having the best of characteristics. But we need to move away from that and start thinking, how can I improve from my akhlaq, improve from my manners? For that, my brothers and my sisters, inshallah, within this series, we want to start discussing different morals and etiquettes that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam had illustrated to us, had taught us. We want to have the best of manners in all aspects of life, because Islam is a very comprehensive religion when it comes to everything in life. Not only when we go to the masjid, not only when we fast, not only when we read the Qur'an al-Kareem. It is about everything that we do in our lives. How do we sleep? How do we eat? How do we go to the toilet? How do we interact with people? How do we interact with our families? How do we interact with our spouses? How to interact with our children? How to interact with the Muslims, with the non-Muslims? Not only that, but even how to interact with the environment, how to deal with the animals, how to deal with everything and everyone. That's what Islam is about. And that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose this deen. And Allah Azza wa Jal perfected this deen and completed His deen upon us, because Islam is a complete religion, a comprehensive religion when it comes to everything in life. For that, my brothers and my sisters, join us in this series of Etiquettes of Islam, Etiquettes of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We want to know how the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam behaved, how the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam dealt with all matters, so we could implement that in our lives, so we could be with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the hereafter bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to make us from amongst those who have the best of characteristics and manners. Ameen. Ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullah khaira. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.